Hey,
Oh my God, I'm
what's
so sorry.
up?
I'm so sorry. Uh, Start it over.
You can't. We're live. What do you mean start it over?
Erase that take.
Hey, and
Okay,
we're back. So, that's funny. Sometimes she burps in the
not
microphone.
sometimes,
Often
every time.
burps in the condenser mic while we're recording and right into my ear, and it feels like I'm inside of her stomach listening to her burp. So
How many burps do you think you've saved of mine over the years?
I have bunches. Hey, what's up, y'all? Can you hear us out there? Hold on. Yeah, we're good.
We're doing a stripped down version today and a much quicker episode
Yes.
because of the. Do you want to catch up for a sec?
Money.
How's your week, bud? Broke?
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Did anything cool happen this week? Oh, Two Sweet came over again
Yep.
yesterday. Man, we're making some amazing music with her.
Yeah.
She is just
She's awesome.
she's like one of literally the sweetest souls I have ever come across
Your
on the
name is
planet.
definitely very fitting.
It's so fitting.
Yeah.
And then like I was saying earlier, I was like, and then her material's so like boss bitch, like
Yeah, yeah.
awesome. And then she's just like so polite, so sweet, so lovely. I just love her. I
It's
love her
official.
death.
I'm going out to play Kush Stock in
Kush
California.
Fest.
Kush Stock.
Kush Stock?
With her on October 8th. So anybody who's out in California, holler. I'll be out
She
there.
invited me to.
Yeah, you can come too.
I said that you probably want a break from me.
Yeah. No, I think no, it'd be cool to do the song.
Oh, if we finish it.
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
No, I don't think that's the right song for that
That's
setting.
she wants to do it.
She has a limited amount of time to deliver her
I agree, but
repertoire. I'm not trying to push myself in on
I
it.
think it would be. I don't know. I think it would be good to do that song.
I don't think that's why she invited me. I think she just wanted
All
support.
right.
But
Regardless,
anyway,
yeah. So this week was tough. I didn't save enough money, and I didn't make enough money, and
so we're going to talk about money today because that
yeah,
is
we're
the
going to
number
talk about
one
the root of
problem
all
on the table.
evil. Yeah, money sucks, man. If I have just enough, I'm fine with it. It's when I get behind that I just panic.
Yeah.
And you're not working. We're both technically unemployed.
It's
right
a terrifying
Which is
moment
really
in my
horrifying.
life, in our lives right now.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't see myself, but I had a really bad makeup fail today, and
It's dark. Don't worry.
I thought the light would just blast it out, but I think this lighting, and nobody cares.
Nope.
I wish we had trolls. That would mean that we had an audience.
Doesn't
Troll
matter.
me, troll me. Okay, but anyway, yeah, I was thinking about this today. Like, I've never had money, but I've never felt. Oh, my stomach is gurgling really loud. I hope nobody can hear that. I don't know, like I'm just used to living in survival mode and it contributes to a ton of my like anxiety disorder and all that stuff.
I
But
think a lot of people feel that way.
and it's totally relative. Like your version of poor and my version of poor and someone else's version of poor are totally different things because I
Yeah.
completely recognize that I live in what I consider to be a nice house and I
Yeah.
have a
This place is
closet full
great.
of clothes.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
you know what? We couldn't get groceries this last week because we didn't have enough money. Like that starts to panic me, you know?
Yeah.
But I just think because I've never had a financial safety net, I don't have a family. Like you know how I feel about that. Like I get
Yeah.
really panicked when
I have some sport in that way. So
when I can't provide for myself
Yeah.
or my children. I always have. I've always been responsible for that. But like I live with this like constant fear of the rug being pulled out. And right now we're in a little bit of a rug pull situation, but like
we just have to stay active.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
we're still making money. We're just not making a lot, but
Right.
we're making enough-ish.
Right.
You know, we're not going hungry. We might have be late on some bills.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but like
But we're musicians.
I'm trying to keep perspective on that. You know, like I'm trying to keep perspective on the fact that like this is not the lowest I've ever been.
Yeah.
You
Same.
know, at all.
Oh, same.
By any means, because it's a balance. Like yeah, I'm not working at the hospital right now and I'm waiting for my license to come through so I can go back. But honestly, if I could just stay in music land, of course I would want to do that. And we had really high hopes for this acoustic set that we were planning to do and thinking we were going to make so much money. And then money just tanked the minute I came on the scene. So Uh, it's been scary and frustrating because it's not just me. It's never just me. I have 3 kids.
No.
I got 3 other humans that need my help, or even if they need my help less than they used to, still, I want to be able to be there for them the way that my family hasn't been there for me,
Well, once it cools off, we'll be able to do stuff during the day too. I think
Yeah.
that'll be good. I think the more we play when we do like busking style stuff, I think the more that it's like family oriented,
Yeah.
the
And
better.
it's been really good. I mean, people's
Yeah.
response is great. They really like what we're doing.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
really like what we're doing.
Yeah.
And when we went out the other night, that's the most fun I've had
Yeah,
in
it was
I
fun.
don't even know how long.
Yeah, it was fun.
And it's forcing me to play guitar and all this stuff. But anyway, so
Yep.
when it comes to money, though, I think that, um, so yeah, do you think money buys happiness?
No, because I don't know. I'm always happy when I get like to another level of kind of like
I
financial
mean, you've been
success
really enjoying yourself this last 6 weeks,
because I had
making a
money.
good
Yeah.
amount of money.
Yeah.
You've been taking us all out to dinner and
Yeah,
buying
yeah, yeah.
groceries, and
Well, yeah, it was just nice
you've
to be able to
been,
have like core things like groceries, stuff around the house,
yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
you've
Like,
been Daddy Warbucks this last six
yeah, I
months.
mean, everybody deserves to have shit, some clothes and some fucking
But how are
some
you
good food.
feeling now about rainy day? What I
Well, I bought a suit for that corporate gig, but I mean, I'm behind because of that suit, but I still have that suit, and that's gonna get me some
I
gigs.
feel that
That
way about
suit
any
is
kind of article of
not,
clothing. I'm
dude.
like,
That
I might
whole
be
suit
so
is
poor, but
nice.
I still have some rich clothes in there
Right.
that,
I have
make
that
me
suit,
pass.
and that suit was like an investment to me because I wanted like a nice, like a really flashy, good
I
corporate
know.
Vegas suit, and I needed it.
I know
So,
you did.
but that put me behind because it was fucking
But that's
expensive,
the thing.
dude.
It wasn't that one thing. It's that for
No,
months and months and months I
but
kept telling
no,
you to pay
listen,
yourself
listen. I
first.
knew that it was coming right when I bought the suit. I felt it coming. But I was like, I'm just gonna buy it.
But it doesn't
And then I
matter.
got my glasses.
But the thing about money is when it is coming,
Right.
pay
No, but
yourself
I
first.
could already.
Put a
I
little bit
know.
away. Put a little
I
bit
could
away.
already feel like the. I could feel like, dude, I'm running out of money. I cannot buy this suit. Is what I said to myself. I was
But
like, I should not buy this.
your mindset this whole time has been like, I just go out and make more money anytime I want. And then
No, but I'm telling you, I felt differently this time, and I was right.
yeah,
And I really
yeah.
shouldn't have bought it, but I'm glad I have it.
It's
So,
because you haven't worked in like the tips industry really in your life.
what do you mean? Yes, I have. No, I mean,
A
I've never
pita
like been a
pit?
bartender or like a
Yeah, you
server or
haven't
anything.
lived on tips.
Oh
Have
no,
you?
no,
Yeah.
no.
Living on tips,
Yeah,
everybody that has ever lived on tips knows that money comes and money
yeah,
goes.
it's true.
And you can hit a season where you need to have saved up
Yeah, yeah,
thousands of dollars
makes
to
sense.
get through that slow season. And we're in a tourist town. And of course, it's always busy, but as we've seen, it's super busy, less
Yeah,
busy, times of day. Like it's just so unpredictable. But
right.
um, yeah, I don't think money buys happiness. I think money buys comfort.
Oh, what I was gonna say about
Oh,
that
yeah.
was like,
Why you do this
because I notice every time I reach a new level of like financial stability, I always want something else.
Oh, I know.
There's always I'm like, well, I want a new car, or I want to, and I fucking hate that way of
And that's
thinking.
okay. That's the thing too. I know
I
in my
just want to be
life,
content.
I've been happier and more content in times when I had less money.
True.
And my huge stress was money and survival.
Yeah.
But anytime I've had more money, I mean, immediately you just want more things.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like you're consumed by, oh, now I can have this and this and this and
Right.
this. And like, especially for people who grew up poor, having money is kind of a dangerous thing.
Could you imagine just living out in the middle of nowhere and money wasn't even an issue?
No.
And like just fighting for your life instead every day instead of like trying to get money, like going out there and foraging and killing animals.
I can't imagine. I mean, actually, I can imagine that more than I can imagine this scenario of having so much money that I didn't need to worry about money.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
No, but seriously, like I think there's something too when people move out to like the last frontier, Alaska and shit.
Yeah,
And
that
like,
puts shit in perspective real fast.
yeah, I think, I
Guys,
don't
if you can
know.
hear my stomach growling, I'm really sorry. I haven't eaten in 2 days.
Yeah, we're gonna cut this really short today, but we did it. We're sticking to it. This is our 4th episode, so we're doing
It's not gonna
good.
be that short. Okay, we can talk for 20
We
minutes.
got to go make money, but yeah,
I know.
that's what
Well,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
the
20,
reason this is
30
gonna be a
minutes.
short
Yeah,
episode is because we actually need to hit the bridge
yeah, we need to hit the bridge.
to get our spot and to make whatever money we can make tonight
Yeah.
because we're struggling.
Yeah,
We're
yeah. So
struggling.
this week we're just gonna hit it hard, and I really want to be super healthy this week. I really want to have
I
a
do
healthy
too.
week.
I know.
I want to get some exercise in. I want some healthy
I've
meals.
hit a little depression point again after
Yeah.
feeling really happy for a few weeks. Like I felt really good, and now
I
I'm
just
feeling
rearranged my room, and it's like really nice to lay in there.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
never feel like I'm working hard enough, obviously.
I
So
know.
I take like half a day
Well,
off,
you
and I'm
don't think that?
like,
I mean, I think the same thing.
yeah.
I feel that same way. I completely shame myself when I know it's so loud. I'm sorry.
I don't know if they probably not
I
picked up
hope
on the
they can't
mic.
hear it. Okay,
Maybe we'll
it's
see.
really loud.
I mean, they definitely heard your burp.
Yeah. Well, only if they tuned in right at the beginning.
Go ahead, keep talking.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, what do you think too about? I feel like also like poor as a mindset.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this a lot. Like when I was destitute, raising the 3 kids by
Mhm.
myself. I mean, money is the reason I have stayed in relationships too long
Mm,
every time
that's true.
because when someone comes along and says we can join forces and whatever, what they don't realize is that that puts me in a position to where if they decide to leave, I'm at a huge deficit for maintaining whatever life we've built together, you know? Like I don't have thousands of dollars saved up to get a new apartment or whatever, you know? So breakups for me have been the most financially devastating times of my life and it makes me so mad that I haven't just stayed single the whole time. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about was that the times where I had the illusion of financial security, you know?
Someone else's money.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when it's someone else's money, you even if you don't have to,
It
you
doesn't feel like
feel
real security.
you no, it's not security
No.
because really you don't know if you're with them to eat
Right.
and house yourself or
Yeah.
just the fact that I
And
just
as a natural like human reaction to like take care of your
well yeah,
kids and like
I will fully admit that I have chosen literally abusive relationships.
there's probably a lot of that out there.
Of course there is, because I wanted to talk about. I just watched a documentary about women that went to jail prior to mental health industry understanding what like battered women syndrome was and whatever. Like women that killed their husbands and got maximum sentences in jail. And everybody says, "Why didn't you leave?
Oh yeah, you
Why
just
didn't you
went
leave?"
in deep on Lorena Bobbitt, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And then I went and I watched another one. But that's the thing. People say, "Why don't you leave?" And the responsibility is on the woman to leave. But if you have children and you have lives depending on you,
Oh dude, oh that's hard.
yeah, I will take a bad relationship, any day over us being in a housing shelter, like our homeless shelter or whatever. And I don't know if that's the right or wrong choice, but those were the choices that were presented to me along the way all this time.
Mm.
And that's why, like, yes, I don't have a lot of money right now. Oh, I might cry. But I'm the richest I've ever been because nothing I have right now depends on, me pleasing a romantic partner.
For sure. Yeah, yeah. I feel that.
And that feels like freedom. And freedom is
And yeah, you
everything.
know what freedom is like, dude, this leap that you're taking right now, I'm proud of you, and this is not going to be easy. Like
No, it's already not easy.
it's already not easy, but we can do it. We just have to be proactive and like let's have a really strong week where we're coming up
And
with other ideas
I
and
know.
coming up with like, hey, also, yeah, hit the chat or our email
I'm sorry,
at
I'm not watching the chat or anything right now. So
stillfriendslive@gmail.com if you have like like different hustles and ways to make money as like an independent artist and stuff like
you
that.
know what also I want to say? I'm
Because
so
it's
grateful to the people that were so generous, like for our live stream, for just playing in the street the other
oh
day.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it
yeah,
got so many views and so many people tipped after seeing it,
for
like not
sure.
even live. And
Hell yeah, that all helps a lot.
that is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
humbling to me because that's like the smallest thing we do, But like I don't know. It just that was felt really
Well, because
really
people see, I
lovely.
mean, people want to see you. Okay, so like everybody who, if there's so many musicians these days, everybody's like got material and content they're putting out, right? But like, how many of them are like, there's a lot as well, but like, we're going out on the streets and
We're in a
actively,
humility stage.
yeah, like actively trying to be proactive in a new market and trying to get things going. So like, it's hard and
I mean, I'm mentally
it's,
struggling with the like I'm
it's
begging for
brave.
money. Of course it's brave. But
Yeah.
I'm mentally struggling with
'Cause most people wouldn't want to even be
no.
like that
It's
because they don't want people to think
112
they're
degrees
broke.
out there. It's
Yeah.
112 degrees out there. And yes,
Oh,
the
regardless
perception
of
is
that, the
you're
perception,
probably
yeah.
homeless
Yeah,
and
yeah.
or you don't deserve it because you just I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
so conflicted about just like the whole thing that it is.
But when the kids
But
laugh and the people dance and fall in love up there, it
but
makes
yeah,
it worth it, you
yeah,
know?
like literally the interaction with humans on such a
Hmm.
real level in that way.
Yeah,
And it's so different than a show.
it
It's
is.
so different than a show because you're on stage and they're down there and they'll talk to you afterwards, but there's this like I don't know, there's so much difference. Like when they feel like they just have access to you,
Yeah.
but I don't know, I just
Which can go good and bad, but
well, yes, it can go good and bad.
obviously.
But yeah, like seeing genuine reactions of like we were saying the other night, like some people were like covering their ears like ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like,
Friday night
why
in
are you
Las
in
Vegas.
Vegas if you don't want loud noise?
Yeah.
And we're playing like beautiful instrumental music.
Yeah.
And then other people, then when they stop and they cluster and they
Yeah, yeah,
stand and
yeah.
they lean up against the thing and they just want to be there for a few
Yeah,
minutes. Like,
yeah.
I'll tell you what, that guy that made that comment in our live stream, that
Yeah.
filled my entire soul all week.
Yep.
All week.
And people
Just saying,
dance together. And mine
yeah,
is just the kids because I get this reaction often.
yeah,
Like they just completely light up,
yeah.
and that's
And that's
just
the thing.
wild
Like,
to
if you've
me. Like
never
they've
seen a
never
live
seen it like
musician
that.
before or
Yeah, yeah.
something, like the idea that that would be sparking something in their imagination of
Totally.
like, whoa, that's a thing. And
Yeah. And I
I
always
don't know.
imagine like, what if they remember this down the road?
I
And like
know.
that's
Or
something that
just
inspires them as
if
they're
maybe it's the
kids.
first encounter they had where music that they saw with their eyes
Because
made
I
them
remember
feel
because I
something in their
remember mine.
body.
I remember mine. I remember that cello recital, the Dieter Wolf first, and I
Yeah.
remember watching it and just being
Yeah.
just taken.
All of us musicians must, I don't know what mine was actually, but we must have all had a moment where music became a
Important.
physical
Hmm.
embodiment of like, I
Yeah.
feel a thing.
Yeah.
Like when I realized I was a lesbian, there's just a knowing like, oh, that's for me. But
Dude,
like,
yeah, I've seen the reaction, and it's just like their whole mind lights up, and they're
yeah.
just it's so cool to see.
So do you think, okay, real quick, do you think though that you have like money trauma from growing up poor, or do you think that I was gonna say, okay, so when I was destitute, like raising the kids by myself, and we just literally had nothing, I debated talking about this or not because I don't want it to sound judgmental, like in literally any way. But people would always ask me, like, are you on welfare? And I'd say no. And they'd be like proud of me. And I'm like, why should you be proud of me? The way that people talk about welfare really upsets me because they don't understand that there's this much of a margin between qualifying for welfare and qualifying for like nothing. You would have to, like, when I was on Medicaid, so that we had health insurance, if you make $1 over their income bracket of extreme poverty, you don't qualify for anything, and you would have to then pay hundreds of dollars a month that you don't have for insurance. So it's not incentivizing to make more money, but of course you want to make more money, but the more money you make in your life, the better you do in your jobs, even though you have 3 kids to support, the less benefits you get.
Single parent homes have got to
It's
be
so
hard. Like, how
complicated.
do you, if you have young kids, like, how do you even work enough to support your
Well,
young
that's the
kids
other
if
thing
you're the
too.
only parent? I
Let
don't
me tell you that
understand
I
that,
could
how that
never
even fucking
afford
works.
daycare. I couldn't
Right.
afford daycare. So I stayed in a
Hi,
bad marriage.
Mom.
I stayed in a bad original marriage until the kids were in school.
Hi, Mickey. Love you guys.
And then, because I had to,
Mhm.
I couldn't leave. Where would I go? I don't have family. I don't have any, and I was the sole income provider at that point. So I actually did have more freedom.
So you're just like working at night and leaving kids like with babysitter, or like how does that even work?
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I
It
don't
doesn't work.
understand.
I'm telling you, my entire life, I've been faced with this choice of okay, well, I got a job offer, but I can't work those hours because now I got to get my kids to school and from school and whatever.
Can you
And I've
believe
ended
they're
up in relationships to get help.
yeah? Can you believe they're almost all the way grown up?
No, I cannot. Oh, that's going to make me cry. I cannot believe. I cannot believe that we made it this far. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't. I could never have imagined all that we would go through. And I don't have any idea how I made it from A to B 1,000 times in the past. And I think that's why now, like, yeah, I'm broke right now, but you know, it's so much less at stake now than there was all the other times
Yeah,
in my
of
life.
course. Yeah, because they can depend on themselves a lot more.
Yeah, and yeah, but I don't know. Jane Goodall says that money will get you, like, money is necessary to the point of stability.
Right.
And after that, you don't need any more.
Yeah, I feel
That's
that.
just greed.
I feel
So
that.
there's like destitute poverty to I have what I need. And once you have what you need, everything above that is really just greed. And fluctuating between those 2 points a couple of times in my life, like, I really realized that the times that
I
I was
fluctuated a couple times this week.
I know you did. But I have, like, really realized that, but what times you look back on in your life that were the most precious to you
Yeah.
were the most financially down times I've had, but those were the times I connected the most with my kids, that I, was the most present emotionally,
Yeah, I don't know.
that I made the most memories. Like I've told you, the kids have always said,
I'm my happiest now, I think.
well, I'm not saying I wish to be poor,
Right.
but what I am saying
Just saying
is that I
generally.
think that going without is also a really valuable thing in
Oh,
life.
for sure.
Not suffering. Suffering is not, we don't want to suffer, right?
I'm glad I didn't grow up with like abundance of wealth or anything. If if I am successful in the future, it will feel even
But
better.
the
Like
thing
I
is, if
really
you
earned
grew
it.
up having everything you wanted, how do you appreciate
Yeah.
anything,
Exactly.
right? Like, my kids will always tell the story that their favorite Christmas was the time I couldn't even afford a Christmas tree. So I cut one out of construction paper and taped it up on the wall, and we all made construction paper ornaments and stuck it on the tree. And I was so embarrassed, and I thought,
Rich people be watching like, like that's just some poor people shit that they make up to feel better about it and not having any money.
no, it's true. Like, I mean, well, how much is a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
$100 maybe? Not
Yeah.
even close. I
Probably
didn't have that.
40 something back
And
then.
that's when I started the tradition of, we don't buy Christmas presents, we make them. I had to, because I couldn't not give my kids anything
And you
for
still do it.
Christmas, and we still do it, and
Yeah.
it's our favorite tradition.
Yeah, I like that one.
But turning Christmas into not a material thing, but like a
It should be.
creative thing.
Well, the holidays, I think, should be ultimately about
Yeah.
food and family.
Yeah. And Thanksgiving's my holiday because that's the day. Oh, this is making me really emotional. That's the day Tyler got to
Let's
come
get
home
out
from
of
the
here. We got to
hospital.
go make some money. You ready?
Has it been a half hour?
I don't know. Yeah.
I think there's important things to talk about money, though. I don't want to say, yeah, we're poor right now. I want to at least talk about the complexities of what money is, what money buys and what it doesn't buy, and what having it gains you in life. Like, this is one more point I want to make.
Okay.
The point of, you're lazy. If you're poor, you must be lazy. That's not true. I would beg to differ that, like us, like just both of us, right? People are like, oh, you've made it so far from where you came from, but it's like, can you imagine if I had just had college tuition, or you know a parent to help me with, I don't know, it's like,
I don't know. I think
you
there's a gray
people
area.
start, have you seen that video where, like, people that start from here and start from here and start from here, like,
Yeah,
we start from different places in life.
of course.
I didn't start my adult life with help, you know I started with nothing.
I think like if you do have a lack of drive, it makes it a lot harder.
Yes, it does.
And
But
there's so
what
many
I'm
different
saying is,
personality
with the
types.
drive that we have, with the
Mhm.
talent, creativity,
Yeah.
ingenuity that we have, had we started from maybe another place in
Mhm.
life, maybe we would be uber successful right now.
Well, I
You
started
know what
in a
I'm
pretty good
saying?
spot. I
I'm
mean, I
just,
had
I know, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just
for
saying
me
that, like,
personally, yeah.
I think poverty, it's embarrassing because it's associated with, you're not good at what you do, or you're not good, I don't know, or you're not smart, or I don't know. I think a lot of people, I think that's why I'm always embarrassed to tell people how little money I have,
Mm.
because I don't want them to look down on me as though I'm unintelligent, uneducated,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never want that. That's not who I
I
want
hear
to be
what you're saying.
seen as. And so I think that there's a lot of shame that comes with not having money that I don't like, and it's not fair because you don't walk in my shoes, and
That's one of the reasons I think social media is so harmful.
it is. Oh my god, I couldn't sleep last night and I went down a death trap of
Oh
internet.
God,
It was awful.
isn't it awful?
Oh, it was
Then you just
awful.
end up angry and not sleepy
No, then I just dreamed about people much more beautiful than I and,
with way more
living
money
greater
and
lives than me.
yeah,
And
that's all.
yeah, it was rough.
It's bad
Um,
stuff.
yeah. But I do want to say that I am really proud of us for because we're not at the bottom of the rung as far as music goes, and I think that's why people are so impressed when they see us on the street because they're like, "You don't belong on the street," and it's a hard pill to swallow to be like, I mean, we don't, but I mean, yeah, we do. I just listened to a podcast today that, this woman, Glennon Doyle, said her father said to her, like, you're no better than you think you are, and you're also no worse than you think you are.
That's a
You
good
know?
one. I like that.
Yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
good one. So, like too good for the street, I don't know what that is, you know? Or too bad to be on stage, I mean, we judge that one a lot, but we don't judge
Yeah.
this one a lot and whatever. And honestly, at the end of the day, if you need to put food on the table and pay your fucking $500 electric bill and
Fucking
help your
electric
kid
bill.
in college and
Yeah.
like that's what you got to do. And
Yeah.
literally we're doing because that's what we have to do, but I've never had more joy making money.
Yeah. I'm just
I've never had
happy.
more joy making so little money
I'm just
in my
happy we're
life.
like pushing the brand. Obviously, the Grim&Darling has always been my
Yeah,
passion project for all this time. So I just believe in it.
I know.
I think
And it really is
once people
addictive.
get like attracted to it, then we can, obviously I just want to tour, sell some t-shirts, live on
And
the
I don't know.
road,
I'm letting
have some
go
fun.
of for a long, long time.
Just want to play.
We felt the need, because internet presence is everything and
Right.
your perception is everything.
Yeah.
So for us, this is like a really big step back to go, no, this is actually where we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is really where we are. It doesn't mean we haven't played for 10 years and
Yeah.
played at Red Rocks and
Yeah.
sold
Yeah.
out venues or whatever, but it means that right now this is where we're at.
Yeah.
And but we're still doing what we love to
Yeah.
try to make money, and the fact that I see it makes me feel happy and feel a thing. It's
Helps.
like so lovely to
Yeah.
me. It helps a lot. It
For
helps a
sure.
lot. It makes it addictive, but it doesn't make life any less hard. But and you know what? We're out there and we're doing it, and I don't want to be embarrassed about that. I don't want to be embarrassed about talking about it or admitting to it. Just
Oh, I'm
like
not. I swallowed my pride a long time ago. I used to have a chip on my shoulder after that whole whiskey blanket days and being on the road and rubbing old shoulders with
yeah,
famous hip hop guys and stuff. But like, dude, I
it
swallowed
doesn't.
swallowed my pride so hard, and I just decided I want to play and I just want to make
Yeah,
people happy.
because I was telling Too Sweet yesterday that I was like, Jordan and I got back to this place where music wasn't fun for a long time. It was a lot of pressure and
Hmm.
whatever. Like every artist goes through that where
I
you
think
start
so.
it with
Yeah.
passion, you get a little recognition, you get some momentum, then you feel huge amounts of pressure to make everyone happy and do
Hmm.
better and whatever, climb the ladder. But that is such a soul killing process. And we decided when we got Grim and Darling back together that like we have to find why this was fun in the first place,
Hmm.
and this needs to be fun again and bring me
So
joy.
far, so good.
Yeah, and yeah,
Making you
like
happy again.
because music was the one thing that brought me joy in my life, and then it
Always.
became not a joyful thing, especially because of my last relationship. Like,
Yeah.
but um, it's bringing me joy again, and so that's hard. It's hard to not have enough money in the bank, but so
Yeah.
wonderful to
Could be worse as long as they don't kick us out of here.
yeah.
We'll be straight. No, we're good.
No.
We're gonna. Uh, I
But that
wanted to.
being said, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say one thing. Tomorrow's Monday, y'all. I'm speaking to myself and anybody out there who need to hear it. Tomorrow's Monday. Monday is always like redemption for me. Like no matter what happened over the weekend, no matter what happened last couple weeks, a month, it doesn't matter. Monday is a good day to get up, fucking work out, think healthy thoughts, eat that salad, eat those proteins.
Monday's New
Like
Year's Eve every week.
Monday is always my day to
Clean
give it a
slate.
shot, and it's a clean slate. And I really, really want to have a solid, healthy week with no alcohol and healthy food and some exercise in my life and make as much money as I can.
We
Um,
might need to do addiction next week.
Next week we do what?
Addiction.
What's that?
Addiction. Addictions? Alcoholism. What are you hearing that I'm saying?
like addiction, addiction.
Oh, like diction, like
yeah,
eloquence.
yeah. I thought that was all right. This is a good place to stop. We gotta go make some cash.
Okay,
We
yeah,
love
we're
y'all.
doing it quick. We got to go make some money. Love you guys. And anybody that's been supporting us in any way, sharing posts, donating to the Venmo, tipping us,
Buying t-shirts.
sharing posts,
Yeah.
commenting, buying merch, anything. You guys, now you know. That means literally everything to us.
Oh, yeah.
And even if we don't say it online, it's everything. And honestly, words of encouragement mean even more than money sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
But thank you for supporting us. Anybody that supports us and loves us and knows us, thank you. And we really love you and appreciate
Peace
you.
and blessings, world.
And anybody who's been watching this dumb, not podcast, thank you so much.
Don't say the P word.
I didn't say
We'll
the
be
P
on the
word.
bridge between Park MGM and
Until they
Hard
kick
Rock
us out.
Cafe until they kick us
Wait,
off.
one more thing. Can you talk about actually that's kind of a precarious thing because they have arrested people and taken their equipment away and whatever. So like what we're doing is a little bit precarious.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's not a guaranteed thing.
Yeah, we got to be careful. Wish us luck. Peace.
Yeah, peace.